Hey guys, and welcome to the start of a new weekly reading vlog. It is Monday, May 18th. I never tell you what day it is, but I feel like May is almost done and I'm so scared about it. Literally like March, I was like, oh my god, it's almost the end of March, and then it's almost April, and then it's almost June, and then I'm almost in college. And now obviously things have changed a lot. Anyways, we're here to talk about reading, not my anxiety over the future. 5:30 by now. What did I do today? I did school, I edited a little bit, I was on FaceTime with my friends, I actually saw my friends, I picked up my cap and gown, I went to Target and got like a giant thing of coffee that I drink almost all of. I am currently listening to the audiobook for The Mighty Heart of Sunny St. James. I'm, I think, 30% into this. I'm 28% into this, so I actually think I have 6 hours and 30 minutes left, which is like 3 hours and 15 minutes left. I do want to finish this book today. I'm really liking it. This is my first Ashley Herring Blake book, and you guys know that I love middle grade, and this is like a really hard-hitting one. And then after I'm done with that, I'm going to listen to more of It by Stephen King. I'm actually going to Virginia this week, so we're going there Wednesday, so I know that I'm gonna have obviously a lot of time to listen to my audiobooks. So once I finish this, I have a lot of options. I am actually participating in the weekend version of the Contemporary-a-thon. I have a separate TBR for that, so I actually have those books over there. However, I do have a lot of options for what I want to read. I have some books that I actually have physically that are all options, and then I do have a lot of books through the library. The one that I'm really interested to pick up is Lolita. I don't know why I have a sudden interest in this, but I really want to know. I just really want to know what it's all, like, I know what it's about. I want to know what it's all about. I want to read it. I don't know. I don't know if I'm ever going to read it in like school. I don't think the point of a classic necessarily is to like it, or even the point of reading is to necessarily like it. So when I'm reading a classic and I'm like, yeah, I didn't enjoy this, but it meant this, this, and this, it doesn't matter. Like, it's not like I'm stupid for not liking something. It's just a personal preference. So I think people need to stop attacking people who just don't like some classics. They might be great. They were great like feats in literature, but like, if you didn't enjoy it, if you didn't enjoy your time, then you didn't enjoy your time. Like, you don't need to judge people. Anyways, I also have a stack of books here that I could potentially listen to. One that's catching my eye the most is All Your Twisted Secrets. I actually listened to about half of this last month, and then my loan expired. So I was like, oh, okay. So I might actually pick this up after I finish Mighty Heart, because I know that I can finish this today, and I know that I could probably finish this in a day as well, so that I can knock out 2 books. I'm planning on getting a lot of reading done this week, especially for going to Virginia, because I really don't have anything. I mean, I'm gonna have school, obviously, still. Other books I could potentially read that we're gonna like speed through. Let's call it a doomsday. This could be an early one for the Contemporary-a-thon. And then I have The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. This is another audiobook that I know is available, and I really would like to read it. And then I have Children of Blood and Bone, which is not contemporary, but I might pick it up just because if I'm in the mood for a fantasy. I'm not typically, it takes a lot for me to be in the mood for a fantasy, but I feel like we can do it. I think this is definitely achievable in the next like 3 days. I feel like I can definitely finish it this week. As I said, it's 5:30, it's actually 5:37 now because I've been talking for 7 minutes. I'm gonna listen to this audiobook and just probably play 2048 or scroll through Instagram. If this is your first time on my channel, I'm really annoying, so you should probably leave. This is the coffee talking. It really is, and I forgot that I had coffee. You know what? I was watching one of my own videos, because I don't know why, but like my parents like watching my videos with me. But like I also like agree to it at this point because I just don't care. Like, I've seen this video, like by the time that this video is out, I've seen it a million times, so I like have no censors to it, and I've also just like been on YouTube for like fucking 27 years. But it's funny because I feel like I talk really slow, but then I've talked to other people and they're like, wow, you talk really fast, can you like stop? But I listen to everything on double speed, so like when I'm watching, I was watching it with my dad. I was watching my vlog and we were watching it on 1 time speed, and I was like, oh my god, will this girl like fucking get to the point? And it was me, and I'm like, we interrupt this vlog. Imagine if this was like an ad. Honey, it's crazy. I wanted to show you that I got something in the mail because we love to keep up with my weird purchases. So I bought a fanny pack, but I bought this off of Depop. If you didn't know, I have a Depop shop. I sell books, and I'm just obsessed with online shopping at this point. Anyways, I am 45% through this audiobook now. I have 4 hours left of this audiobook. Oh, my thing just crashed. We're vibing. 10:15 and I have finished. I just finished this book. It was so good. It was so wholesome. I didn't know 12-year-olds could make me feel so single. But this is really a fantastic and hard-hitting story. Not only does our main character, start of the book, have a heart transplant, but her mother is an alcoholic and she kind of abandoned her very early in her childhood. She's lived with a friend for a long time. It's also about our main character, Sunny, discovering her sexuality and her interest in both boys and girls, friendship and discrimination. So beautiful. I think I'm gonna give this 4 out of 5 stars. I just loved it. Can I read 7 books this week? Can I read more than 7 books this week? I read 5 books like 2 weeks ago and I just feel like I can achieve it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna listen to the audiobook for All Your Twisted Secrets probably tomorrow. I've been watching The Great, which is on Hulu, and I haven't heard really anyone talk about this, but it's fantastic. It's a comedy, it has Elle Fanning, and I'm obsessed with it. It's about Catherine the Great, and it's like a very like loose retelling of history. Hey guys, it is Tuesday. Today's been a weird day and it's only 3 o'clock. That's not even 3 o'clock. I got up this morning, put some clothes away, started packing, and then our power went out. So we didn't have Wi-Fi, we didn't have power, we still don't have power in the entire house, or like all throughout the house. I sat outside of my library, my local library, to like be able to turn in my homework for the day. And even now we still don't have power in all the house, but we do have Wi-Fi. However, I've run into a problem. I said I was gonna listen to this on audio, but it was on Hoopla and now I can't find it. Anyways, I think I'm gonna listen to it now. Hello my friends, it is Wednesday. I am supposed to leave for Virginia today. My parents kept changing it. It was like, we're leaving tomorrow, no we're leaving today, no we're leaving tomorrow. Make a long story short, I still need to pack. At least some things. I have like my clothes packed. Let's give me some credit. Okay. One thing I did need to update on is my listening of it. I was listening to this last night. I was actually gonna play Sims and listen to this, but I was on the phone with Fabian for a long time, like I am all the time. Which is why I get nothing done. I'm on chapter 11. I'd say I'm around the 600 page mark. So yes, I am trucking my way through this. I'm going to Virginia today, so obviously I'm going to have a lot of listening time for this audiobook. Can I knock out the rest of the book? No, I think am I halfway now? Or am I more than halfway? I'm going to bring the 4 books that I'm planning on reading for the reading rush, or like that I have as options. So we have The Meaning of Birds. These all fit different challenges. If you didn't see my video. Ivy Aberdeen's Letter to the World, Lost and Found, and Foolish Hearts. And then I think I'm also going to bring the 3 books I mentioned at the beginning of this video. 4 audiobooks out from the library. I have a lot of options on Hoopla and on Libby and on Scribd, so who knows what I'll actually be reading, but these are like immediate things that I want to pick up. This is how many books? So that's what, 8 things, and I'm going to be away for 8 days. Hello everyone. It is Thursday. It is not the morning. I haven't updated you, or I didn't update you yesterday because like we got home and then, or we got here. But I didn't listen to any more of it in the car. I actually fell asleep. I still aim to finish that maybe today. Today's a rainy day, so I don't have to help my parents outside working. I have to do homework, which I'm still working on. I did end up starting a book last night because, I don't know, I just really wanted to. And like the Wi-Fi doesn't really work. I mean, it works like sometimes. The Wi-Fi isn't very strong here, and like especially in my room. But I started Ivy Aberdeen's Letter to the World. I'm really glad I'm not reading this for the Contemporary-thon, for that challenge that's like read a book that like that, or a fun book or something like that. Because this literally starts out with a tornado and it stressed me out so much. Like it's unbelievable. Like I started this and I was like literally having so much anxiety just because of like this. Yeah, I also want to finish this today. It literally flew by. I'm on page 28, but that was just because I was tired at night. This lighting's definitely a lot better. Whatever. Anyways, I'm going to read that. I don't really have anything else to do today. So yes. Hello my friends. Yes, I am starting up Sims again. I want to update you on my reading. However, this lighting is booty hole. I've been reading this. I'm on page 72. There's a lot of Emily Dickinson references, which you guys know I fucking love. Like, Emily Dickinson is one of my favorite, if not my favorite poets. Oh, like her and Sylvia Plath. I love Emily Dickinson so much, and like this book started off with an Emily Dickinson quote and now they're talking about her and like these kids are learning about her, and I'm like, I think I'm gonna listen to my audiobook for Stephen King's It. I am about 700 pages through this, so I have the smaller part left. As I said, I'm gonna play some Sims. Yes, I might play a game with my friends online. I don't know if that's gonna work out. Don't look at this bed. This bed's not even made. But anyways, hey guys, it is Friday. I want to update you on my books. I ended up playing some online games with my friends last night. We played Cards Against Humanity and Scribd. Apple EO, I think. Yeah, we played that until like 1 in the morning or 1:30, and then I ended up reading some more of Ivy Aberdeen. I am now on page 100. Yeah, this is like literally like 300 pages, so I have 200 pages left. I'm going to sit down and read some of this now. It's about 4 o'clock. Right now, I'm gonna sit down and read Ivy Aberdeen. Good morning. I woke up really late today. So yesterday I knocked out 100 pages of this literally in an hour. I'm in love with this book. Like, I'm literally obsessed. It just inspires me so much, and the power behind the text is so great, and I'm obsessed. This is the second Ashley Herring Blake book I've read. I read the other middle grade she has, The Mighty Heart of Sunny St. James, and I absolutely adored that, and this one is not disappointing whatsoever. Oh my god, I just realized that because the Contemporary-thon is the long weekend, it's also going to be on Monday. I don't know about it because I don't know if this is going to be counting as a contemporary. I might just put it down for the time being. Anyways, the book I'm going to read today is The Meaning of Birds. I hope to finish this today as well. It's only about 350 pages. That's like the average page count for a contemporary. It's hard hitting. This is dealing with grief and loss and LGBT. I have heard no one talk about this. I'm obsessed with this cover. This is my like peachy cover challenge. I just downloaded the audiobook through Hoopla of Gentleman's Guide to Getting Lucky. This is a novella that is like supposed to be the bridge book between Gentleman's Guide of Vice and Virtue and Lady's Guide to Petticoats and Piracy. I've read both of those books. I really like the first one. The second one was like, okay, I'm gonna read this because it's a novella, and I might read that today. I do need to listen to an audiobook. I'm like spray painting stuff. Hey guys, it is Sunday. I'm going to try to upload my vlog, which was uploading literally all day yesterday, and I'm gonna read while this is uploading because I can't. Our Wi-Fi is like not very strong, so I have to only have one device using Wi-Fi in order for it to work and not get knocked off. Anyways, so last night I ended up finishing Ivy Aberdeen's Letter to the World. I am obsessed with this book. I love it so dearly. Discussions of sexuality felt so easy, which is what I love about middle grade, because, you know, we have to teach people, especially younger people, about the things that are going on in the world and like to accept yourself. It just felt so easy and effortless that it's like, you know, you're explaining it to kids, and it's like, I read the first page of Meaning of Birds last night before I passed out. I'm assuming it's going to be told in dual timelines. For Gentleman's Guide, I can't check it because that uses Wi-Fi. I actually forgot to mention something about this book. What is it called? Ivy Aberdeen's Letter to the World. It was explaining, there's a side character who is bi. However, when she was explaining it, she was like, oh, I like girls and guys or anyone, so therefore she would be pan. I was like, that's wrong. I'm not gonna explain like sexuality to you, but Ivy, the little girl, asked, and she was like, oh, so you like girls and guys? And she's like, or anyone, which implies that she's pan rather than bi. I feel like that clarification needs to be, especially if you're adding that, like if you were just like, oh yeah, then you know, you'd be bi, but it's like, or anyone, it implies that you're pan. Maybe the author was trying to make it not confusing. I don't really understand. That just kind of bugged me because I was like, oh, for a book talking about sexuality, you kind of got your sexuality wrong. It's like 40 minutes later. I am now on page 48 of The Meaning of Birds, and there's some things that are sticking out to me. This is a book that came out last year, but it's reading like it's not, and there hasn't been any explicit citing that it's like set in a different time period, so I have to believe that it's set present day. So the language that's used is like very strange. She said like flipping the bird, which like I'm like, and you know, I feel like I'm allowed to judge this as a 17-year-old and reading about teenagers, or, you know, like no one says that. Like literally no one. And this is another case of like reading a book by an adult who forgets teenagers change over the years and like they're just going back to their childhood, I guess. But yeah, no one said flipping the bird. No one says like the derogatory term for lesbians, or at least I've never heard someone actually say it in real life, but I do think that it could be the setting of the novel. However, I've personally never heard it in school or anything like that. That's like an old school word as well. And then also one thing that bothered me is the main character, she's interested in girls. I don't know what her label is if she has one. She's kind of shaming her friend for being like asexual or aromantic. It's not explicitly said whether or not she's either one or both or whatever. And it was like really weird, and it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. She just like makes fun of the fact that like her friend doesn't want a relationship, and like it was like weird, and I didn't like that at all. And like if they're supposed to be best friends, like you shouldn't really be making fun of your friend for that, especially since it seemed like it wasn't like a fun joke. I think it's really important for, if you're an adult, to be writing for from the perspective of teenagers right now. You really have to do your research, and I feel like people are a little bit lazy with that because they're like, oh, it's like, you know, basically the same as like a teen movie or like something from when I was a kid in the 80s or whatever. But it's not. People are constantly changing, and especially social norms and language and speaking and things like that are always changing. Alrighty, it is 12 and I'm DNFing this book because I can't stand it. I was reading reviews and like some people were like, yeah, it's tragical, it's heartbreaking, but right now it's just making me feel angry. So there's aphobia, there's apparently transphobia, fat shaming, and it just has so many things that like, and nothing going for it at this point. So I'm DNFing this. What are we doing? My video's at 21%, so that's exciting. I'm gonna start another book at some point. I should really start reading Where the Watermelons Grow. This is on my TBR, under 250 pages, is it? Something like that. It's a short book, I think. Hello everyone. We have to keep this a little bit quiet because it's 10:30 and my parents are asleep. I just finished The Gentleman's Guide to Getting Lucky, this novella that I was listening to, and it was so sweet. It was so cute. It was basically just about Percy and Monty from Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue, like them trying to have their first time and all the like mishaps that happen. It's really funny. That I think is going to complete my Contemporary-thon challenge for reading something that's fun. Though I do have like a lot of other books that I could read for that, or my shortest book on my TBR. You have to sign off the vlog here. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next week.